This is how I beat anxiety every single day. Welcome back, and firstly, if you're new here and you want to learn more ways to manage your anxiety, how to live life as a sensitive person, and much more around emotions and mental health, then please make sure you've subscribed and turned on the notifications so you know each and every time that I post a video. So today I'm making the bold claim that I believe that I beat my anxiety every single day. And what I mean by that is I don't beat my anxiety by trying not to have anxiety. I beat my anxiety by how I live in spite of my anxiety. And that shift, by the way, was a huge turning point and a huge start for me. For so long, I beat myself up as somebody who felt anxious a lot and somebody who didn't want to feel anxious and felt that my anxiety was some form of weakness. And the moment I kind of embraced my anxiety, embraced possibly too strong a word, but the moment I accepted my anxiety and started to work with it, my life began to change. Now, I want to start by qualifying exactly what I mean when I say anxiety. I still have anxiety to a large degree, and on any given day it can be really bad. Now, when I'm talking about the physical sides of anxiety, I'm talking about my heartbeat racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour, my chest tightening up, the world feeling like it's closing in on me. I talk about like an inner shakiness where it feels like my whole body is rattling all over the place, but I actually sometimes don't even look like I'm shaking. It feels like a layer of skin is not on my body and I'm almost transparent and everybody can see inside and almost touch what's going on inside of my mind. That coupled with the idea that when I feel it, I feel like every single person on the planet, not only can they see it, but they're all looking at me. And so it can be hugely overwhelming. We can take that one step further. I get terrible migraines. For me, they're related to my anxiety. My digestive system can mess up in that I can feel like I can't eat. I can feel like I can't go to the toilet. But then on the flip side, sometimes I will mask it by overeating and going to the toilet too much. So it just messes everything up on that front. Sometimes when I get into bed, I feel like I just need to sleep, and I'll feel like this person who can just go to sleep in an instant. But then on the flip side of that, sometimes it's like I'm wide awake and it's like I'm burning calories at an immense speed sometimes when I'm anxious. I'm sweating all over and I feel like I've done a huge workout. And I experience that most days for varying different reasons. So how, as somebody that says I experience that on most days, can I make the bold claim that I beat my anxiety every single day? You know, one of the most freeing things that I realized around anxiety is that there's no magic remedy to take it away. For somebody like me who's highly sensitive, yeah, lots of what I've just spoken about is linked to that sensitivity, right? The moment you start to realize there's no magical remedy, you realize that you have to start working with what you've got. And so what I do today is, some people say to me, how do you get rid of the anxiety when you're going to deliver a talk? How do you get rid of the anxiety when you're going to deliver a training program? And the truth is, and the reality is that I don't get rid of it. I out it and I take its pain away. So when I feel my anxiety coming on, rather than being like, oh no, here I go, I'm feeling anxious again, I don't want to feel anxious, oh my God, you got to stop feeling anxious, you're so weak, you're so pathetic. I catch it and I say, here I am feeling anxious. I notice what it feels like. I start not welcoming it into my body. I don't believe in that, but I do start noticing where I feel it. Is it in my chest today? Is it in my head? Is it in my gut? And it's almost like I start taking control of the feeling as it overcomes my body. And that subtle shift now means that I'm in charge of it. It doesn't mean that it goes away, but it means that I'm not bashing myself alongside it. Lots of it is to do with feeling the anxiety and doing stuff anyway. And then on any given day, by the way, that can fall down and I don't do that. But I make sure that each morning and each evening I have a process that I go through that is centered around self-compassion and centered around self-love, where I reground myself and I say, despite some of the things that I've said about myself because of my anxiety today, I'm still winning. Yeah, the fact that I've got through the days that I get through when my anxiety is really high makes me resilient. It's very easy to get caught up in the negative side of this and be bashing myself for all of these feelings, when the reality is that everybody that I've ever met that has anxiety, that struggles with anxiety, that feels anxiety on any level, they are single-handedly some of the strongest people that I've met, because people don't know the battle that they're going through just to get through the day sometimes. So it's about this change in the way that I view my anxiety. I'm highly sensitive. I'm anxious. I hide my anxiety in a host of different ways, and that is okay. And I'm a winner in spite of that stuff. So you see me do things, when you see me achieve some of the things that I achieve them in spite of my anxiety. Today's video is about changing the way in which I view my anxiety so that it doesn't become something that's in control of me. I become someone that is in control of it. As ever, if you want to talk more about what I've talked about in this video, please reach out to me. You can do that across my social media. You can do it in the comments below here. I'm always willing to expand on and unpack some of the things that I said, and I don't make myself right about everything neither. So if you want to call me out, then call me out and let's talk about it, because I believe we need to have these conversations in order to change the way in which we view some of the struggles that we go through. I'll see you next week.